These last few weeks have been perfect.
Yeah. Except for me being pregnant with another man's baby. And me living with the father of the baby. And him being 22. Oh my God, why are you dating me?
I have a lousy short-term memory. I'd really like to kiss you.
You just... Oh, I get it. Oh, Brian. You've been so cool and accepting about all this. I mean, I once had a guy break up with me because I had a bad cough.
You were just so great and beautiful. You know I've always had a crush on you. I just couldn't do anything about it. I was married, and you were with James, and now I'm divorced, and you're pregnant. You just got so lucky.
Whoa, check it out, Zach. It's the mother of your baby making out with another dude.
Okay, we'll just hang out in my room. You two get back to second base, it looked like.
I can't be anything without you.
Things are going so well with Brian, and Zach seems totally cool with it. Finally, the stars are aligned in my favor. I don't know what the stars had against me before, but they have now dropped their previous grievances and are twinkling their approval. Like you should be, Abby. Aren't you proud of me?
I am not. I am not proud of you, so stop fishing for it. I think you're back to your same old ways, rushing into something without thinking it through. And the last time you did that, you ended up unintentionally pregnant.
And that's because she's industrious. A lot of women sleep with a guy and end up with nothing more than a prescription for antibiotics. Well, this one, she gets a baby. Bravo, Billy, bravo!
Exhibit A, supportive friend. Exhibit B, unsupportive sister whose bra is showing.
I know, I'm trying that look today. And I am supportive of you, just not of all your choices. How can you be sure about Brian after only dating him for 3 weeks? I think that's kind of rash. And you know who would agree with me? Michelle Obama.
Yes, we know you love Michelle Obama.
She makes good choices and has fabulous arms.
What you didn't know was while I was with James, Brian was off to the side. Married, unavailable, flirtatious, wanting me. Which brings me back to what I said before about the stars. I think we just need to get on board with the stars.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're just a suck-up, and I see right through that.
I like your new look.
Thank you.
Something about this Brian I don't like. And I got a sense for these things. Like my sister, she'd bring boyfriends home and she'd be like, Kevin's so great, Kevin's so special, and then Kevin would be on the news that night next to a table full of guns.
I'm with you, man. When I saw that guy kissing our pregnant lady, I got this really sick feeling in my stomach. Kind of like the time I saw my mom skinny dipping with my Uncle Bob. You gotta do something about this guy, man. He's not just dating Billy, he's dating your baby. I mean, that great dinner that he bought her, the baby's enjoying it. The witty banter, the baby's laughing. I bet the baby's in there right now saying, man, this guy could be the one. Dude, I know. I'm just trying to shock you into action.
Well, I'm freaking out, okay? What should I do? If this guy's angling his way into my baby's life, then I better get to know him. Where's a good place to have a chat with an old guy?
Park bench.
Indian casino.
Florida.
Brunch. Brunch. Semi-old people love brunch. So I wanted us to have brunch because I don't really know you, Brian, and I'd like to.
That is just so cool. Can you believe how cool this guy is? I got a cool baby cooking in here.
So anyway, Brian, let's get to know each other. I'll start. I'm 22. I'm an aspiring chef, and my childhood dream was to fight Jet Li. And I'm still gonna make that happen.
Okay, well, let's see. My childhood dream was to be a photojournalist, so I became a photojournalist. In fact, there's a retrospective of my work at the paper.
It's gonna be so great.
Yeah, how lovely. Billy here tells me you're divorced. Couldn't keep the flame alive, huh?
You know, I will answer that question in just a second. Let me just take this.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm looking out for you.
Well, stop it. I've been dating since, oh my God, since you were in kindergarten, okay?
Sorry. So you were asking me inappropriate questions about my painful divorce.
I'm sorry, man. It's just Billy means a lot to me, you know? She's carrying my baby.
It is just a platonic miracle.
Speaking of which, you remember that crib we saw in the window?
Oh my God, that was the most beautiful crib I've ever seen.
I got it for you.
You did?
When they deliver it, maybe you could put it together, Zach.
Oh, I'm putting it together. This is great. Would you excuse me for a second?
That is so sweet. You're like Santa Claus, but cuter. Ooh.
Davis.
Dude, I'm on the floor, handing out cups of crab. They're finally letting me interact with the customers.
Brian bought her a frickin' crib. A crib, man.
And that's inappropriate, right?
Yes.
Oh, man, you were right about that guy. He's trying to steal your baby. Like a reverse stork.
I gotta get rid of this guy.
Okay, don't do anything yet. We need to calmly discuss this over 9 beers.
Why can't we just talk about this right now?
No, I can't. I'm in the weeds right now, man. I'm running out of crab cups and I got a fat guy circling my kiosk. Really, dude? More crab?
What's the matter, Junior? Mom forget to sign your permission slip to go to the zoo?
That's the matter.
Yeah, I know. She looks happy with Brian, and I hate it. Kind of reminds me of when you burst on the scene.
Well, now I know how you felt. Except that when I met you, she wasn't pregnant with your baby, so it's gotten worse for me.
Well, I don't know. I was with her for 3 years. I put a lot of time in with her. I think it's kind of worse for me.
I have to live with her. I have to work with her. I have to listen to her make out with Brian in the other room.
You win.
You want to get drunk? You know, I don't understand why you can't just fire Brian. I mean, you run the paper.
Would that I could, man, but he's one of the best photojournalists around, and pictures matter. If there's one thing I learned after 2 decades in print media, people don't like words.
I'm the daddy. I'm supposed to get the crib.
You're a man encroaching on another man's crib buying is just emasculating. I mean, what's he gonna buy you next? A boob job?
I once had a pregnancy scare. Dated this stewardess. She told me she was on the pill. I thought she meant birth control. Turns out she meant ecstasy. One day she calls me. She tells me she's pregnant. I thought it was mine. Then she told me it was Tommy Lee's.
Tommy Lee? Dude, that's the greatest thing I've ever heard. And you're buying us all these drinks. I feel so bad about every mean thing I've said about you.
Yeah, me too, man. I mean, we were talking trash about you for the last 2 months. We even made a drinking game out of it.
Did someone say douche?
I don't find that funny.
You sure you don't want to watch the end of the movie? How are you gonna know how it ends?
It ends with me on top of you.
Somebody say douche? I still can't believe that crib-buying bastard. I'm mad at him. I'm mad at him on your behalf, and I want to do something with this anger. Something dangerous and fun. And fun.
Wish I'd done something more when I lost Billy. But what did I do? I drowned my sorrows in Kate Moss.
Yeah, but what can I do, you know?
I don't know, but you better do something to stop this now. You're never gonna get rid of him.
James is right. That's why he's the father of Tommy Lee's baby and you hand out crab samples.
Crabs. Crabs.